confused by these catfish. You said they upload stuff to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they would upload it onto I don't know if stuff's still there now or not, but they would upload all kinds of stuff on
I just want to be honest, I'm kind of curious about the whole thing pretending to be me.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff's on there anymore. I think that's was taken off a long time ago.
Same.
And I'll tell you something that I think might be true is that if Winnie and Debbie are sisters, then they both were supposed to be getting checks. Now Debbie didn't pretend to be you; it was Winnie that pretended to be you. But from what I understood, they were supposed to be getting checks for like $9,000 a month from some I don't know what it was, some inheritance or something. So,
well, that could all be made up.
If that stuff is on there on YouTube still, then you can definitely file a lawsuit because that's shit. I know I've run across this stuff in when I was going through doing all my research when I was incarcerated. So I was in the law library just pretty much every day when I was incarcerated, and I was doing all kinds of research on everything. But false impersonation, I think, is what that would be under.
And I want to hear them pretending to be me, just to see.
Yeah.
My own curiosity.
Would have a lawsuit.
Well,
that's something for you to think about, though. That's not anything I can do about it.
But you don't know where those calls are?
Where the what
is? They're gone. The calls.
I don't know. They might still be on there. They might still be on there. I don't know. Because I haven't been able to go on. They haven't allowed me to go on YouTube. They got my YouTube blocked. So. So if you want to go on there and look, you can go ahead. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You would definitely have a lawsuit, though. I've had people even. We have a 10-mile yard sale every year on this road, and people have shown up here at the 10-mile yard sale just so they can get pictures of me. I had one guy stop by when we didn't even have a yard sale, but somewhere along the way he heard that about me having a copier, which now I know that he heard it from Emma and them, because I told Emma that I used to go to an auction. I wound up getting two big industrial copiers, and I got them for like $3 each. And
so you're like famous in your area?
No, because not many people in my area know anything about it. People up here don't pay attention to it. Like in California and all the other states, they don't treat me like I'm any different than anybody else. I can walk out in public and people don't recognize me. Out in California, I can't say that for sure.
Paparazzi just follow you around out here.
Yeah. This one guy showed up one day to buy that copier. One of the copiers.
Was he from like a like a tabloid.
He was had something to do with the Church of God. I know that. But he pretended like he had a business and had a business partner, and he pulled up and he asked me about the copier, and so I told him, I showed him the copier, and I said, "You want it?" And he said, "I get it really cheap, so if you want it, I'll sell it to you for $20." And he went through the whole thing of getting the copier out of my house and outside, and had his hatchback open on his van, and decided that he wouldn't be able to fit it in his van, so he pretended like he was texting his business partner, when actually what he was doing was taking a picture of me. And he took
Wow.
and put that on. Then he took and put that on YouTube.
You know it's on YouTube?
It was. I don't think it is now. Emma said that she had it removed. So I told Emma what happened when it happened, and Emma said she looked for it on YouTube and she found it, and she said that she had it removed. So, and I've never been able to verify whether it's removed or not.
Mm. But I mean, who cares, right? Just a picture.
Huh?
But it's just a picture, so who cares, right?
Yeah, it's just a picture. As far as I know, it's just a picture. That's what Emma told me. It was a picture, but I knew that she was talking the truth, because it was before. Actually, I didn't even tell Emma about it before. She mentioned it to me. I told her that somebody had stopped by to buy the copier, and then she described the person to me. And I said, "Yeah, how did you know what he looked like?" And she said, "Because he put the picture online. He put a picture of you online." She described his vehicle, something about his vehicle that she described. So I can't remember if it was a video or a picture.
Mm.
But she described it, so it was. I knew that it was somebody from there that took a picture of me or a video and put it online.
So what's the point of that story?
That's what stupid people do. They up to this day they still do it. Even this last yard sale that we had here this year, there was some guy that came and was asking me about some fogger that it keeps bugs away, mosquitoes and black flies and stuff. And he was asking me about that, and he asked me if that was for sale, and I said, yeah. Then he went off back and he asked me if the dogs were for sale. And I'm like, seriously? I said, why would I be selling my dogs? And he said, I thought I'd just ask you. And he looked like he was actually looking around just to see what my place looked like. And when all the yard sale stuff was in a different location. And so it's just something about that didn't seem right. And so I'm quite positive that.
I would have given him the dogs.
Well, I know you would have. You wouldn't have thought twice about me. You wouldn't have thought twice about how I care about the dogs.
No, I would have just opened the gate, let him run away.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, my probation officer is actually the one that mentioned that guy or somebody at the yard sale taking pictures of me.
Wow.
And he was the first one that I thought of because of the way he acted. Yeah, so.
I see.
Yeah, it's a bit stressful sometimes dealing with this crap. I don't understand why people's issues are.
Well, I mean, why do you keep talking to them?
Well, I'm not talking to him anymore. Jamie's the only one that I've talked to.
Um,
Then she texted me today, and I didn't text her back.
it just seems like if you really wanted to stop, you could easily just stop it by not talking to anyone.
Oh, yeah, I know. But that would mean that I'd have to stop talking to you too.
Hmm.
I don't want to stop talking to you.
Well, I mean, like the people who were catfishing you. I
Yeah,
mean, like, how long did that last?
well, oh, it lasted 3 years, at least 3 years. And Jamie's
Wow.
when I was with Jamie, that's when it stopped. But these people that come to the yard sale and stuff, I can't do anything about them because it's a public event.
So, but like, you don't have anyone there to talk to?
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I talk to mom all the time. I talk to my neighbors,
Um,
talk to Roy. When I go to the store, I talk to people. It's not like I'm shy all the time. I have my moments when I'm shy, but
hmm It just
I'm
seems
not a
like,
hermit.
you know,
I'm far from a hermit.
yeah, but to put up with that for 3 years, I mean, must be pretty lonely up there.
well, and also at the time I was also actually going over and spending a lot of time with Tony too. My best friend Tony and his girlfriend and her daughter and her boyfriend and all the friends that I had that would go over Tony's because that's where the whole party place was. And I've been friends with Tony for years. And Tony was one that I drank with. Tony wound up dying like 2 years ago now. But he was the one that I spent a lot of time with then. So it's like I didn't really pay much attention to anybody else because, and I also had a lot that I was going through in my head because of everything that was going on at the time that this thing happened, right before this thing happened, because I was naive to people in my family, and I got used really bad for money because I made a lot of money, and I idolized some people in my family that and they wound up using me. That screwed me up some. And even
Hmm.
Tony, he even used me really bad too, and I thought highly of Tony. So the whole time that I went down to Nashville, I was really messed up anyway. I was drinking a lot, and then this thing happened, and then going to prison. That was some place I'd never ever thought I'd ever be.